Attention! If you're having suicidal thoughts, call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255 now. Stop everything and call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. Hi everyone, welcome to Health and Prosperity. This is TG. Today I am going to talk about how to prevent teenage suicide. Teenage suicide is a reality, and it's only growing every year. Every year, we're losing about 44,000 teenagers from suicide. And it is the second leading cause of death in teenagers. Stick around and watch this video to learn how to prevent teenage suicide.
I have to stop begging for lives to be saved only within the four walls of my mind. I have to stop believing that silence is the answer when 44,000 people are still dying by suicide each year.
Teenage suicide doesn't happen overnight, and it almost always has underlying issues or underlying causes. The first tip I have for you today is to be open and to be honest that suicide happens. And a lot of times we don't really realize it can happen to our own loved ones. We always think this happened to somebody else. That's why we don't take action on time, and we stay too late by denying the fact that our beloved teenagers are going through a very struggling and depressive episodes to the point that they commit suicide. And by then it's too late to help them. So the number one thing is, please be honest and be aware that suicide happens. Then everything starts from there. Number two, start open conversation. If you are a parent and if you notice your kid is not behaving the same, please start open conversation. It doesn't hurt. Maybe the kid is not ready to talk about anything. Maybe the kid doesn't want to say anything, feeling like, what if I say this? What if fear of the consequences, So don't give up. Show up every day to your kid, make a time, and start open conversation. Number three, when we make conversation with the kid, with a teenager, don't ask what is wrong with you. If you watch or if you listen to a lot of psychiatrists and neuroscientists, that's where they say the wrong way of addressing someone who is experiencing suicidal thoughts. Don't ask what's wrong. You always start conversation by saying or asking, what happened? What happened today? What happened to you? So the reason is you want to find out in a positive, in a non-judgmental way, to what happened, what really happened to the kid. because this is not normal. Not every kid has suicidal ideation. Before someone commits suicide, it's obvious that they are through the thought process. They have the suicidal thoughts ahead of time, and maybe for years or for days. It comes and goes, but they don't really talk about it. But you are there for them to be open and to address the issue. And a lot of times, parents or caregivers expect somebody else, especially teachers, to notice and take action before you. And they will start blaming, why don't she tell me? Why didn't someone tell me? So please make sure you address the problem. You start the conversation. You ask, what happened? What really happened to you? What is going on? And keep asking, dig deeper to the point that you find out what caused the problem. Don't be judgmental, by all means, please. And the last one is build a stress-resilient behavior. You can help your teenager, your beloved kid, to build resilience for stress. Neuroscientists say the main cause of suicidal ideation, suicide in general, and depression is unmanaged or poorly managed stress. And stress doesn't just happen overnight.
So if you think 60 to 70,000 thoughts in one day, and we do, and 90% of those thoughts are the same thoughts as the day before, and you believe that your thoughts have something to do with your destiny, your life's not going to change very much, because the same thought leads to the same choice leads to the same behavior creates the same experience, and the same experience produces the same emotion.
It happens for years and years, and we don't address stress, and it becomes depressive, and a person who's depressed wants to take his or her own life. That's the only way they think to get rid of that horrible feeling. And when we are trying to find out how to help our kid, a lot of times we get lost. We don't know if we are doing the right thing. And that's when you seek professional help. And don't hesitate to ask for professional assistance. You have to ask for help. And let your kid tell you openly when he or she has suicidal ideation. Let them be open to you. So please be ready to listen to your kid. And it's always okay to ask them straight to the point. Don't be afraid. Ask them, are you experiencing suicidal thoughts? Or are you thinking to harm yourself, and how? Ask them the detail. And if you think you need professional assistance, take them to the emergency room. Once you identify how they want to commit suicide, please take them to the emergency room. Please make sure they are safe, and don't give up on them. Tell them that they deserve, they're worthy of living life. Give them hope, support them, and if you need help with this, don't hesitate. Call for professional help. So this is all I have for today. I hope you got some values from some of the tips I just shared with you. This is a serious crisis in this generation, in this time, and it's only increasing every year. And you have to be the first one to start talking about it. Don't feel ashamed of talking about it. And please understand that a lot of kids are out there seeking for help, but they need someone to come for them. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please share this video for someone who can benefit from, and let me know how you handle, how you manage any suicidal ideation if it happens to your family member in the comment section, so I can learn from you and I can give you some advice from my experience as a professional here in my day job. I will see you in my other videos. Thank you. Bye for now.